Welcome to the Art of Living, the show that celebrates seniors who are living life to its fullest. Adventurers, artists, athletes, and much more. This program recognizes seniors who have redefined themselves and started life anew. Today, we'll present 4 seniors who understand the art of living. Coming up, she's the face of the new senior generation, a model citizen changing perceptions of aging. Then, we'll meet a man bridging history with the future through his pictures. And finally, they're a dynamic duo building a life together and a successful business. These stories and the word on the street today on The Art of Living. Our first guest embodies the fresh image of aging in America. Valerie Ramsey and her husband Wally moved to the Monterey Peninsula 16 years ago. They just finished raising 6 kids. After decades of working as a stay-at-home mom, Valerie decided to become a career woman. Little did she know that one day she'd start doing this.
Okay, give me a little bit more of that real pretty, just that's it. Light up there, light up the room, you got it there.
Valerie is a model senior citizen, literally.
That's what I wanted, that's fabulous. Oh.
It's showtime, baby. It feels great. It's fun. It's fun. I like it. I kind of come to life then, I guess. Sparkle plenty, as my husband calls it.
Okay, that's a very good shot.
Valerie unexpectedly started modeling at the age of 63. In 3.5 years, she's built quite a portfolio.
In the couture world right now, it's not just the 30-something that's wanting to get that beautiful runway outfit. It's everyone. It's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And Val represents that lady, that baby boomer, that sophisticated woman that has kids, has grandkids, still has her own career, loves fashion, and she can pull it off, she can wear it, and she wants to wear it.
I was no more thinking about doing this, especially at my age, than jumping off the planet.
Valerie's career goals were a little more down to earth.
I knew when we moved here from the East Coast that I wanted to work for Pebble Beach Resorts. Obviously, if you're going to work on this peninsula, that's probably the best place to be, but I didn't even know how to use a computer. So first I had to go to the local community college and learn that. I did have office skills. I had had a couple of other jobs previously, but nothing ever full-time or, major like this.
Valerie got the job at Pebble Beach. She was 53 years old. A few years later, Valerie showed a Hollywood producer the golf course, and it changed her life.
I was driving him around, showing him all of our properties and the golf courses and everything, and he just kept looking at me and saying, I really, really like your look. You should be modeling. Do you have photos? And, I just laughed him off, and then he kept saying, no, really, I want photos. And then he went back to Hollywood and called me, do you have photos? And I sent them down to Los Angeles, and then somebody down there said, we'd like to send these to Stars Agency in San Francisco. I said, sure, go ahead. And never thought anything about it, and the owner of Stars called me and said, we really like your look, we'd like to sign you, will you come up and sign with us?
You look amazing. You look great.
Okay, just turn around a little bit. We're just marking it for the ever like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, let's try that. Okay. Let's do a little bit of fun. There you go. That's all she wrote. Go ahead.
My first big modeling job actually was for a runway fashion show in San Francisco, and I went backstage, and it really was just like you see in movies about fashion shows or designers, where they had brought in the whole hair and beauty team from one of the salons in the city, and they're all the hair man and the makeup man and all the young models, and truly I felt like the den mother for the group, because all of these models were like 18, 19, 20, and in comes silver hair Grandma Moses.
Okay, so look what we got out of this. There you are there.
Isn't that fantastic? Val is fantastic to work with. I mean, from the day I met her, first thing I saw about her was she has this fantastic, radiant smile, very consistent. She looks better than anybody I've ever seen, consistently, day after day after day. And it's always an up, radiant look. Mother of 6, has a lot on her plate. When she went into modeling, I said, this is a no-brainer for you.
Valerie had a passion for fashion decades before her first turn on the catwalk.
I've always loved fashion. I've always been interested in it. I remember as a kid in boarding school when I was like 16 or 17, going through fashion magazines, and I remember that my roommate and I at Choate Rosemary had on our wall a big collage of high-end fashion models. So, you know, maybe there was a message way back then, subliminally, you know, that, hey, maybe you'll do this someday. Back in the 50s, when I was young enough that I could have done this as a teenager or in my early 20s, so-called nice girls didn't do jobs like this, you know, it just was not considered proper. It's so different now, so totally different. But at the time, no.
Even though Valerie had to put her fashion career on hold, she thinks it was worth the wait.
I think that anybody who has a dream or a goal or something fun and new that they would like to try, or a new career they might like to launch into, definitely just put your sights on that goal. I think it's more exciting really in your 50s and 60s to see a dream come true, to achieve a new goal, because you don't really expect to. And you've been around the block long enough to appreciate these opportunities than you would have in your 20s. If somebody had said to me, hey, come and sign a modeling contract with us when I was 20, it wouldn't have meant nearly to me what it does now. Life is an adventure, that's for sure.